Casual fight fans always say how the ground aspect of MMA is boring and that they should stand the fighters up if they've been on the floor for too long. They even go as far as to shout out "boring" in the arena if the fight stays on the ground for a considerable amount of time. So that sparks an interesting question. Why isn't straight up kickboxing more popular than MMA? At one point in time, it seemed like kickboxing was going to be the next big sport, but interestingly enough, its major popularity just dwindled into obscurity. Now, of course I mean that through a pop culture perspective and not a fight fan perspective, but nonetheless, that is what happened. I believe there are two major factors as to why MMA gained more popularity than kickboxing in today's world. The first one I want to talk about is what I like to call the street fight in a cage perception. There's a stigma out there that MMA is still no holds barred, so it has a barbaric aesthetic still attached to it, and some people like that. For them, it's much less about seeing two highly skilled martial artists in an exchange of combat, and much more about just seeing two dudes beating the living hell out of each other. The second reason I believe to be much more important. You see, there really isn't much money in other combat sports outside of boxing and MMA, and with that being said, a lifelong wrestler isn't going to go box after they're done competing in the amateurs. MMA is the one platform where multiple styles of martial arts can come in and make a living. You see high-level wrestlers typically transition into MMA after they're done with their Olympic aspirations. The same thing can be said about Olympic-style Taekwondo players, high-level karate point fighters, and Olympic judokas. They all have an opportunity to make a living with their martial skill that they've been developing for years. Naturally, fans of these athletes and their individual arts are drawn into MMA because they get curious about how they would do in the sport, thus bringing more eyes into the product. A lot of judokas were highly intrigued when Ronda Rousey made the switch to MMA. The same thing is happening now with Kayla Harrison. MMA gave a platform to high-level karate fighters like Lyoto Machida and Wonderboy Thompson. It gave Henry Cejudo, an Olympic gold wrestler, a platform where he became a superstar. And even now, people are intrigued with the thought of Kyle Snyder and Jordan Burroughs possibly coming into MMA. In short, MMA can be enjoyed by a plethora of different fight fans, and its incorrect reputation about being an organized street fight helps draw morbidly curious casuals. At least, that's what I think anyways. Thank you so much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on combat sports and martial arts. Don't forget to hit that bell icon either. And if you want to follow us on social media, you definitely can at Iron Kumite on Instagram and Twitter. And if you have any ideas for the channel, let me know in the comment section below. And until next time, stay sharp everyone.